Hey guys, welcome to another beer talk. I am now in Quito. We have left Cuenca and we are now 800 miles north of where we were before. And this episode, before I even get into it, you know the drill. Please subscribe if you like what you see. You'll see a little icon with my head right down there. Click like. Today's beer I'm drinking is the beer of Brazil. It's called Brahma. This stuff is kind of like Budweiser, very similar taste, and you can get it at the discotheque. 6 of these guys for $4. It's nothing crafty, it's nothing special. You want to get drunk real quick? They give you big guys too, about this big. So anyway, let's talk about gut health. I was reading an article the other day that Heather sent me, and the article was labeled things not to eat while you're traveling. And this was a list of the things that he says you are not allowed to eat while you're traveling. Raw meat, bushmeat, berries, apples, frozen foods, sauces and condiments, shellfish, raw veggies, dairy products, street vendor food, ice cream, deli meat and cheese, food from empty restaurants, buffets, salad, fried rice, tap water. Okay, fair enough on the tap water. Fountain drinks and ice. What are you supposed to eat then? Big part of traveling is eating and trying new food, otherwise stay home. But if you are going to travel and you are going to eat things, there are things that you can do to help yourself. If you're from another country, if you're from America, say, for example, the food is made a lot differently there. It is processed a lot differently. So when going to a new country, you're sometimes going to have food or you're sometimes going to have bacteria that the locals are used to and you're not. And it's going to happen. You can get anything from simple traveler's diarrhea or even parasites or just bacteria that your body's not used to. Every country does food differently. But I have a list of things that you can have while you're here that are going to help with your gut health. The things that I'm about to show you work with both traveler's diarrhea and they work with parasites. Parasites can live in your stomach. You can have parasites for a week, or if you have it bad enough, you can have them for a long time. The one things parasites do love, they love sugar, they love carbs, and they love fruits with the soft outside. That's what they live off of. So anything involving pasta, anything involving candy or any of that, that's what parasites live on. And they love that shit. There are foods to combat that, and there's also things you can take while you're traveling. These are things that you can take daily or every other day. And what it does is it fortifies your stomach. It's things that the bacteria and the parasites do not like. The first one that I'm going to show you is grapefruit seed oil. Now this stuff, you mix it with water or you can drink it by itself. It doesn't taste very good. It's bitter as hell. But when you put this in your stomach, the nutrients from the grapefruit and the enzymes that are in it break down parasites and it basically starves them. Another big one, apple cider vinegar. You're gonna wanna get apple cider vinegar without the sugar. Apple cider vinegar is another good combatant. You can take all of this stuff and put it together in one drink if you want, basically like a huge parasite gut bomb. It's not gonna taste very good, but it's gonna work. The next one is turmeric. That yellow stuff, that yellow powder, that's also really good to have. And another big one, charcoal. Charcoal, essentially what it does, especially when you're drinking, it gets rid of the toxins in your body. So that could be anything from when you're drinking, it's really good at neutralizing all of those poisons that may be in your body. One of the things you should not do while you have parasites, while you have travelers' sickness is drink. But what else do we have on here? These are foods you can have. You're wondering to yourself, well, what am I supposed to eat when I have all this stuff? Well, to tell you the truth, there's a lot of stuff you can have, but while you're doing this, it's kind of a diet that you kind of have to deal with for a little while. And what it does is the parasites can't eat any of it, so they starve and they die and they naturally get flushed out of your system. Naturally. Cabbage, cauliflower, any fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi if you can find it. Also really good stuff to have while you're dealing with this business. Oregano oil, which does not taste very good at all, but oregano oil is very good for you. And the last one is anise. Now, fun fact about anise for you bartenders out there, absinthe was a huge thing used in France in the early to mid 1800s. They used it to combat malaria. And also anise was used to disinfect swamp water or water when they were moving around or going to different areas. They didn't know what was in the water. So what they did is they added a little bit of that absinthe to it. It would neutralize if there were any parasites in there, so it made the water easy to drink. And that's why absinthe became popular in the late 1800s. And 5 o'clock in France was called green hour. And some say that's where happy hour was invented from. So, homage to absinthe now that we can drink it again in the States, and it's not illegal. So before I ended this video, I wanted to do some quick shout outs. More people came to support my blog, and I thank you guys so much for that. I want to give a huge shout out to Sydney Root. I asked her a couple of weeks back, one of my favorite bands, Le Bruturettes, were playing at a local bar in Seattle, and she recorded a couple of videos of their set for me and sent them to me. So I want to give you a huge shout out, Sydney. You are awesome. I also want to give a shout out to some more people recently joined my page. Alt POV, Pete Williams for another one. Thank you so much for joining. Gabrielle, thank you so much for joining. Mike Adams. As my feed grows, obviously I'm not going to be able to do this as much, but I just want to let you guys know, thank you very much for supporting me and everything that I've been doing. My goal is to, over the next couple of weeks, keep uploading the videos from before. I'm going to keep you updated on what's going on, and I'm also going to keep doing more of the travel videos. So I'm going to keep coming with those. I have so many more. I can only just do so many in one day. For all those people that have been enjoying my stuff, thank you so much. If there's anything that you think I should do, I will take any criticism. Constructive criticism is always better. I'm also having some videos in the future where I'm going to be doing some cocktail stuff. I figure since I bartended for almost a decade in Seattle, I might know a few things about drinks. So while I'm around in Ecuador, I'm going to go to some bars, and I'm going to do some more stuff on drinks. And maybe I'll make some drinks that you can make at home. It'll be easy for you if you're not much of a bartender. No one in their right mind hates having a party at their house where they come up with a fun drink that's cheap and everyone's like, wow, this is such a great drink. Where did this come from? And you can just be like, oh, this old thing. So for now, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thank you, creatures.